Welcome to today's video. Join us on an inspiring journey as we follow a brave young woman who takes on the challenge of building her very own wooden house on a charming little plot of land beside a tranquil lake. Once back at her building site, she begins to layer the palm leaves onto the roof frame. The leaves are arranged meticulously, overlapping them to create a waterproof barrier that will protect her home from the rain. She uses twine to secure each leaf in place, tying them tightly to ensure they will withstand the elements. Next, she carries a long water pipe to the source of the stream deep in the forest. Using her trusty machete, she carefully cuts down a bamboo stalk, which will serve as a conduit to bring fresh water into a filtration system she has set up. With precision, she positions the bamboo to direct the flow of water into a filtration container, where it will be purified before reaching her home. Once the filtration system is in place, the water flows through the bamboo pipe, making its way to her newly constructed house. The sight is clear. Sparkling water brings a sense of satisfaction, knowing she now has a reliable source of pure water to sustain her during her time in the wilderness. With her water source established, she turns her attention to creating a small cooking area. She gathers stones from the surrounding area and arranges them into a sturdy circle, creating a fire pit where she can prepare her meals. The sound of the bubbling stream and the rustling leaves create a serene atmosphere as she sets her workspace. She finally sits down to enjoy her hard-earned meal. Each bite is a reward for her labor, and she takes a moment to reflect on her journey. Next, she carefully selects sturdy wooden planks to construct the flooring of the house. With each plank in hand, she meticulously arranges them over the framework of the foundation. Using nails and a hammer, she secures the planks, ensuring a smooth and solid surface for the floor. The sound of the hammer echoes through the tranquil surroundings as she works steadily, focused on each detail. Once the floor is complete, she moves on to building the walls of the house. She begins by measuring and cutting each wooden plank to fit perfectly along the sides of the structure. With precise cuts, she ensures that every piece will align seamlessly with the others, creating sturdy and even walls. As she assembles the walls, she hammers each plank into place, securing them with nails to reinforce the structure. Her hands work swiftly, but carefully, knowing that the strength of the walls is essential to the durability of her home. Bit by bit, the walls rise around her, transforming the open space into a sheltered living area. She continues by using a chisel to carve precise holes into the floorboards, where she plans to insert the wooden beams that will form the framework for the walls. Each chiseled hole is carefully measured, ensuring a secure and stable fit for the beams. The rhythmic sound of the chisel tapping against the wood fills the air as she works methodically to prepare the structure for the next phase. Next, she grabs a plane to smooth the surface of each wooden beam. With long, even strokes, she glides the tool across the wood, removing rough edges and imperfections. The beams, once rugged and uneven, now have a sleek, polished finish, perfect for building the walls. After planing, she uses the chisel once more to create interlocking joints on the beams. These joints will allow the beams to connect securely, providing strength and stability to the house's structure. The precision and care she puts into crafting these joints ensures that the walls will stand firm, locking each piece into place as if they were meant to fit together. Once the walls are completed, she shifts her focus to crafting a sturdy and elegant railing for the front balcony. She begins by carefully selecting and cutting wooden planks, ensuring they are all of equal size and perfectly straight. With each precise cut, she visualizes how the railing will come together. She places the first few planks, taking her time to align them perfectly, spacing them evenly, so they not only provide safety, but also contribute to the overall look of the balcony. As the structure begins to take shape, she becomes more detailed in her work. The railings need to be more than just functional. She wants them to reflect the same craftsmanship and beauty she has put into the rest of her home. She decides to add a decorative element to the design, hand-carving intricate, flowing patterns into the wood. These artistic flourishes turn the simple railing into a piece of art. Each frame she constructs for the railing incorporates these decorative carvings, giving the house a unique and personalized touch. Using a fine saw and hand tools, she meticulously shapes the wood into gentle curves and elegant swirls. She takes her time, smoothing out each edge with a planer to ensure a professional finish. With every piece of wood she places, the railing becomes not just a functional barrier, but a focal point of beauty that blends into the natural surroundings of the house. The carved motifs reflect the natural forms around her ways of the water, the curves of the trees, and the rolling hills in the distance. Next, she turns her attention to the windows, carefully crafting frames that mirror the intricate design of the balcony railing. Using the same wooden planks and tools, she starts by measuring and cutting the wood to fit the openings she left in the walls for the windows. She ensures that the dimensions are precise, as the fit needs to be perfect for both function and aesthetics. Just like with the railing, she doesn't settle for plain window frames. She wants the windows to be more than just openings. To let in light, they should also serve as decorative features that enhance the overall look of the house. With this in mind, she carefully carves matching motifs into the window frames, echoing the swirls and curves she created for the balcony. These patterns are inspired by the natural elements surrounding her home, the flowing water of the lake, the gentle curves of the trees, and the soft, rolling hills in the distance. As she works, her hands skillfully guide the carving tools, shaping the wood with precision and care. Each window frame becomes a piece of art, with detailed flourishes that add a touch of elegance to the rustic wooden structure. The decorative patterns are not only beautiful, but also give the house a cohesive design, tying the different elements together in a seamless blend of functionality and creativity. Next, she begins preparing to build the staircase that will connect the ground to her elevated wooden house. First, she carefully selects sturdy wooden planks from her supply, choosing ones that are thick and strong enough to serve as the main support beams. She marks the measurements for each step, ensuring the staircase will be stable and comfortable to walk on. With precision, she cuts the wooden planks into equal lengths for the steps, as well as the support beams that will act as the posts for the staircase. Once all the pieces are ready, she starts by driving the posts firmly into the ground, making sure they are spaced evenly and aligned perfectly to support the entire structure. She digs small holes at the base of each post to anchor them securely into the earth, then uses stones and soil to ensure they won't shift over time. Next, she moves on to assembling the steps. One by one, she attaches the cut wooden planks to the posts, carefully nailing them into place to create a solid and stable staircase. Each step is positioned at just the right height, allowing for an easy and comfortable climb. As she works, she double-checks the alignment and spacing, ensuring that everything is level and properly secured. Once the basic structure of the staircase is complete, she takes her time to smooth the edges of the steps, sanding them down to avoid any rough spots that could cause splinters. The staircase begins to take shape, its wooden steps leading gracefully up to the entrance of her home. Finally, she adds a handrail on one side for safety and aesthetic appeal. Using more wood from the forest, she carves and smooths out slender posts and attaches them to the sides of the steps. She then places a sturdy wooden rail on top, ensuring it is firmly secured. The handrail matches the design of the balcony railing, completing the cohesive look of her home's exterior. Next, she moves on to crafting the main double doors for the front of the house. Using carefully selected wood, she begins by measuring the doorway to ensure the doors will fit perfectly. She takes the large wooden planks and cuts them to the appropriate size for each door panel, making sure they will align seamlessly when closed. After cutting the planks, she sands down the surfaces to make them smooth and free from splinters, preparing them for the next step. Using her tools, she carves intricate designs into the wood, adding a touch of artistry to the doors, similar to the detailed patterns she used on the balcony railing and window frames. Once the carving is complete, she begins constructing the frame for each door. She carefully aligns the vertical and horizontal beams, securing them with nails and with joints for added strength. To ensure the doors will be sturdy and long-lasting, she reinforces the corners with additional wooden braces, making sure they won't warp over time. Finally, she fits the doors into place, ensuring they open and close effortlessly. She stands back and admires her handiwork. The double doors are not only functional, but also beautifully designed, adding a welcoming and elegant entrance to her home. The carved patterns on the doors give them a unique, handcrafted look, perfectly complementing the rustic charm of the house nestled by the lake. And that wraps up today's project. Our wooden house by the lake is really starting to come together, especially with the addition of the beautiful double doors. I hope you enjoyed watching the process as much as I enjoyed building it. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more DIY adventures. There's still a lot more to do, and I can't wait to share the next steps with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.